Love, Chunibyo and Other Delusions Retold. Episode 8. A Very Chunibyo Halloween. Act 1. Halloween had come to Ōtsu Shiga, and Yuuta, Rikka, and their friends were about to attend a street party. In Japan, Halloween is mainly celebrated through street parties where people wear all kinds of costumes and party into the early hours. Parades and costume contests are also among the favorite ways that Japanese people tend to celebrate Halloween. Yuuta sent Kuzuha to Rikka's apartment door to check if she was ready. Rikka answered the door. "Kuzuha Tagashi, sister of the Dark Flame Master. State your business," she said. "Are you ready to go, Rikka?" asked Kuzuha. "But of course. The Eye of the Wicked Lord is ready to attend Halloween like never before." "Really? Then what are you dressing up as?" "I'll show you." And Rikka closed the door to get her costume. Kuzuha waited and waited. Finally, Rikka came out wearing a purple gothic witch hybrid outfit. "What do you think?" she asked. "Not gonna lie, you look pretty stunning," replied Kuzuha. And the two girls went to the Tagashi apartment to check on Yuuta and Yumeha. When they were about to knock on the door, Rikka was nervous. "What's wrong?" asked Kuzuha. Since summer vacation, Yuuta and Rikka haven't had a proper talk with each other. "Can you tell Yuuta that I said hi to him when we enter?" asked Rikka. "Sure, no problem," replied Kuzuha. Yuuta answered the door. He was wearing a Dracula outfit. "Hello, Kuzuha," he said. When Yuuta saw Rikka, and she saw him, the two hesitated to say hello to each other. "Yuuta, Rikka said hi to you," said Kuzuha. "Oh, really? Tell her I said hi as well, please," said Yuuta. Kuzuha was surprised. "What's with you two?" Began Yuuta. "You wouldn't get it," said Rikka. "Understandable," said Yumeha. She was excited and dressed up like candy corn. Soon, Kuzuha was in her Halloween costume, dressed up as a yellow-green princess, and she and her friends were out in the community searching for Yuuta and Rikka's friends. First, they found Nibutani, who was dressed up as Frankenstein. "Hello, Yuuta and Rikka," she said happily. "Are those your two sisters, Tagashi?" "Yes, we are. I'm Kuzuha." "And I'm Yumeha." "Wow, you two are so pretty," said Frankentani. "Thank you, replied Kuzuha and Yumeha. Next, the group found Ishiki, who was dressed up as a mummy. "Sup, everyone," he said. "Hello, Ishiki," replied Yuuta. "Are you excited for Halloween?" "You bet I am." Then they found Kumin, who was dressed up as a black cat. "Happy Halloween," she said. "Kumin, you're so pretty," exclaimed Mummy Shiki. "Thank you." Finally, they found Dekamori, who was dressed up as a jack-o'-lantern. "My faithful student." "You look super cool," said Rikka. "But of course, Master. I am the wielder of the Mjolnir hammer and the Pumpkin Queen, Sanai Deco-Lantern." "Very clever, Deco," said an impressed Yuuta. "Your form is also impressive, Dark Flame Dracula," she replied. "Are you sure your costume's based on the jack-o'-lantern? Or the jackass lantern?" thought Nibutani. Deco-Lantern then looked at Nibutani and said, Well, if it isn't fake Mori Summer. Or should I say Franken-Summer?" That made Nibutani upset. She wanted to call Deco-Lantern a jackass lantern, but she couldn't, because Yumeha was present. At last, the group went to a street where so many people were in costumes of all kinds. Rikka tried her best to be herself and make sure none of her friends would get concerned about her. "These humans sure do look a lot like the creatures and species I had in mind. But are they really the respective ones?" asked Rikka. Only one way to find out, master, said Deco-Lantern.
Let's go, Rikka and Deco,
said Yumeha, and the three girls left. Kuzuha was worried. Is Yumeha gonna be okay with these two, Yuuta? She asked. I hope so, he replied. Ishiki then asked Kumin, Wanna go on a walk together?
Do I? Why, of course, Ishiki,
she replied, and the two students were off. Looks like it's just you, me, and Kuzuha, right, Yuuta? Asked Nibutani. That's right, he replied. Yuuta, Nibutani, and Kuzuha were on their own, while Ishiki and Kumin were on their walk, and Rikka, Deco, and Yumeha were observing everyone else's costumes. Little did they know, three somebodies were also attending the Halloween events. Rikka, Deco-Lantern, and Yumeha looked around to find interesting costumes people were wearing.
Can you find anything interesting, Rikka and Deco?
Asked Yumeha. Nothing yet, candy corn girl, replied Deco. There's someone. Let's go ask her, said Rikka, pointing to a girl wearing a blue dress and 6 ice crystals on her back. The three girls approached her.
Excuse me, who are you dressed up as?
Asked Yumeha. I'm Cirno, Fairy of Ice, and I'm the strongest, she replied. The strongest, eh? Asked Deco. I could have sworn that Master was the strongest. Who's Master? Asked Cirno. That would be me, Rikka Takanashi, the Eye of the Wicked Lord.
Yeah, she's the strongest,
added Yumeha. Is that so? Asked Cirno. In that case, why do we have a battle to see who's really the strongest? Me and you, Eye of the Wicked Lord. Challenge accepted, replied Rikka. So the two girls got ready for battle, and I prepared to let Rikka's imagination run wild. First level seal activated. Magical output increased, said Rikka, posing. Cirno was confused. Is that what she normally says before battling? She asked.
That's Rikka for you,
replied Yumeha. Prepare for inevitable defeat, added Deco. We'll see about that, said Cirno. Be banished from this world, shouted Rikka, taking off her eye patch. She had a red color contact to go with her purple gothic witch hybrid outfit. The battle between Rikka and Cirno begun. This time, the fantasy elements were stable and in my control and wouldn't go haywire on Rikka's end. She used Dark Matter Blaze. Cirno avoided the attack. Cirno used Ice Beam. Rikka was frozen solid, but she thawed out. Rikka used Metal Claw. It was super effective, but Cirno hung on. Is that all you've got? She asked. I'm just getting started, replied Rikka. The battle raged on as Deco-Lantern and Yumeha hoped Rikka would win. Meanwhile, Ishiki and Kumin were having a walk.
Wanna play I Spy, Ishiki?
Asked Kumin. Sure thing, he replied. So the two students played the game. Kumin went first.
I spy, with my little eye, something that is orange and smiling.
Is it a pumpkin? Asked Ishiki.
Close,
replied Kumin. How about a jack-o'-lantern? Asked Ishiki. Correct! Yes! My turn. I spy, with my little eye, something that is black and loves to climb.
Let's see. A spider?
Good job, Kumin. You're good at this.
Thank you. Let's see. I spy, with my little eye, a living corpse holding a cooking utensil.
Ishiki was spooked and concerned. The living corpse's silhouette was present. Did you say living corpse? He asked.
Of course. Who is she?
Asked Kumin. Ishiki thought and thought, but he couldn't put his finger on it. I'll give you a hint. She's the one who cooked dinner for you all, said the living corpse. Ishiki then had a clear enough idea. The silhouette gave way and was revealed to be Toka! Exclaimed Ishiki. She was dressed up like a zombie version of herself. Don't worry, she used a copy of her clothes and ruined them for this special occasion.
Hello, Toka. What brings you here?
Asked Kumin. I heard you were all celebrating Halloween out in the community, right? Asked Toka.
Yeah?
Replied Ishiki. Thought I'd come join you and your friends. Where are they? Asked Toka.
Yuuta, Nibutani, and Kuzuha are with each other, and Rikka, Dekamori, and Yumeha are out looking for interesting costumes. I'm sure they're all doing well,
said Kumin. Okay, I'm gonna trust you, replied Toka. Mind if I tag along with you two?
Maybe?
Replied Ishiki. So is that a yes or a no? Asked Toka.
Sure thing. You can tag along with us,
replied Kumin. That's what I like to hear. Thank you, said Toka. Ishiki was mildly disappointed, but he had two girls on his side nonetheless, and the three costumed people were on their way again. Yuuta, Nibutani, and Kuzuha had just entered a costume contest. The three students waited as the judges were deciding who got first place. If I was elected class president, surely I'm going to win the costume contest, said a confident Nibutani. Well, you never know until you find out, replied Yuuta. Regardless, there's going to be a winner. You hope for the best and prepare for the worst, added Kuzuha. You said it, sis, said Yuuta, and the three contestants waited and waited. At last, the judges announced the winner. Yuuta, Nibutani, and Kuzuha crossed their fingers. The winner was a middle school kid in a Darth Vader costume. The three contestants were jealous, but had to congratulate him. When the middle school kid left the stage, Kuzuha went up to him and congratulated him.
Congrats on the contest, she said. Thank you,
replied the middle school kid. He struggled with the English language, therefore his pronunciations were a little crooked. The middle school kid then said to Kuzuha, he asked if they wanted to see a magic trick. Kuzuha and her friends could speak English and Japanese, so she agreed.
Hi, dozo.
And the middle school kid used the force to choke a nearby bystander. Yuuta, Nibutani, and Kuzuha were shocked. Everyone else ran for their lives. Luckily, the bystander wasn't too hurt when the middle school kid stopped choking them, and they ran away as well. Exclaimed the middle school kid. He challenged the three costumed people to a battle. Yuuta, Nibutani, and Kuzuha were scared. That's the second time the fantasy elements were out of control. Let's just hope the three make it out alive when it's over, shall we?